Hi, my name is Bryce, and you're watching Bryce vs. Wild.
Hi, my name is Bryce Henderson. Growing up in New England, I've survived all sorts of things, from earthquakes to hurricanes. Now I'm ready for a real challenge. I'm about to go head-to-head with the wild. I'll be placed in a random wilderness location, and I'll have to survive on my own with minimal supplies for 24 hours. This is Bryce vs. Wild.
Okay, so over the course of the next 24 hours, I have to find 4 things. I have to find a source of food, I have to find a source of water, a source of heat, and I have to build a shelter. I have to do all those things in 24 hours, and I also have to stay alive. So based on the leaves on the ground, and the lack of leaves in the trees, I can tell that where I am, it must be fall, and that is due to a lack of chlorophyll getting to the trees. So, based on where I am, I can kind of tell that. It's going to be rough, though, for finding a shelter because I won't have the leaves to protect me in case it rains later. This is going to be a rough night. My ultimate goal right now is, since it's kind of cold, I need to make a hat. So, what I'm going to do here is going to use the tape, which is sticking to my hand. Going to use nature, so I'm going to place this down here on the ground like this, try to get as much of this as possible. This is what I want, this is what keeps me warm, it's what keeps the ground warm during winter. I'm going to take it, I'm going to put it on my head. So, luckily now I'll be able to be warm, I'll be able to run in case anything tries to chase me, and it'll actually help me tonight when I'm trying to sleep as like kind of a nice cushy pillow. Okay, so as you can tell, I was talking about the seasons, about how it must be fall now based on the way that the leaves are on the ground. So, based on it, it's also kind of cold, so I'm guessing that it's going towards the winter season here, which probably, just a guesstimate, based on the location of the sun and the clouds in the sky, the winter nights will probably reach about, between 0 and, 20 degrees, it'll stay around there, and then in the spring, I'm sure that everything is going to repopulate, leaves will grow back on the trees, animals will come out of hibernation, which they go in during the winter, and it's going to be a great time. And then summer, I'm sure everything is kind of sustained, it's nice and simple, and then fall, which is where we're in, everything kind of dies off again before winter. So, this stick looks really good for a shelter. I think I might use it. This is the stick that I just grabbed for my shelter. I'm going to try to make like a lean-to thing. I'm going to hope it's good. For ultimate, luckily I'm wearing a sweatshirt today, which is good. I'm going to take my, I don't know what this is, I don't have that. I'm going to take this, I'm actually going to just put it around here. In case any bears try to get to me, they won't find me now because I have my shelter. It's foolproof, should be good. Actually, I can maybe even take a nap right now. It's fantastic. I think I'll be safe for the night. Okay, so based on everything, there's a vine right there, actually. Based on what I'm seeing, I would assume that I'm somewhere in New England, in the northeastern part of the United States. Get down. It looks over there that there might be a deer, a bird or something. Something I can possibly kill tonight for dinner. So I'm just going to sharpen this real fast. Okay, I think it's good. I feel like this is sharp enough for me to kill an animal with. We're going to see how that goes. So, I'm running low on water. I only packed about 5 bottles for the next 24 hours, and I don't think that's going to be enough to keep me alive. So we have to find a source of water. We have to do it fast. But first, I just want to tell you something. I want to talk about the food chain. So earlier, when I was looking for food, I saw the deer over there, and I thought I could possibly kill it, eat it. The other thing that would eat it would be a bear, a cougar. A cougar could have eaten it as well, because they're at the top of the food chain. Okay, so these are the trees in action. Whoa! What do we have here? So right here, it looks like I found some cool. Hold on, let me clear it off with my water. I still need to find some more water, by the way. I only have 5 bottles left. Okay, so I cleaned it off, and there's actually moss on this rock, and the ancient Mayans always said that the moss would always be on the direction closest to civilization. So, since there's no moss on this end, it means that there must be civilization somewhere around there. So if I walk that way, I might find civilization over there. Okay, so I'm on my journey right now, still trying to find water. And you know, sometimes, some time of the year, especially around June or July, I could easily just sit and wait for it to rain. But those are like the high points for when it rains around here. But I'm not going to be able to wait around for that because we might not see any fresh water for quite some time. So, spider web. What is a spider web? What I found here is actually, I found some styrofoam, and you want to know what that is. What styrofoam does is, it's bad for the environment. It's actually a hazard in this part of the world. You know, there's 3 different things that are really harming this part of the world. There's forest fires, that serves as a giant hazard. Smokey the Bear killed Bambi's mom. Terrible stuff. Then there's clearance of land, because people keep on building houses, although I don't see any around here. And then there's also this trash, because people are they're polluting. It's one of those things where it doesn't really make any sense, you know? Like, why would someone just pollute in the wilderness? I'm gonna go head back to my shelter. It's getting kind of cold. Okay, well, I've actually built another shelter. I used the sweatshirt from earlier, and this one seems to actually cover a lot more rooms, and there's actually a tree, so I can just lean up against that. But right now, if you look, there's actually, from my spot, from my shelter, I can see goldfish, which might be a really great source for food tonight. It might help me out in the long run. I mean, it's something that I want, so I'm gonna go hunting with a stick. I'm gonna sharpen it like last time, except this time the goldfish can't really run away. So here's what you want to do. You just gotta go, sneak up on it, knock it over, a little rattle, hit it until it stops moving, and then you're good. And then you have your goldfish all set and ready for me to eat underneath my shelter tonight. It might be kind of cold. Remember, I have my hat, have my shelter, have some tape and some other good things, and now I have some food. I just gotta fill up my water bottles. I only have 4 left now. I'm down to 4. I should be all set for the night. We'll see how it turns out. I was just gathering some leaves for my blanket tonight so I can take a nap. And I actually found something interesting for all of you at home or in a classroom. So the leaves, as you know, they all fall every single year around this time. And what happens is the leaves actually disintegrate and they make the top layer of soil. And then underneath that there's actually another layer, so there's 2 layers. Underneath that one layer, the first layer, there's a layer of like a clay-based substance. So there's that. We're about to try one of the goldfish. Ah, it's stale! I hate this. I want to go home.
You have 23 more hours to go.
I'm going home. It's right there.
I'm so happy, oh, happy-go-lucky me. I just go my way, living every day. I don't worrying don't agree. Things that bother you never bother me. Things that bother you never bother me. I feel happy and fine, ha-ha. Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. Having got a lot, I don't need a lot. Coffee's only a dime. Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. Just